Hello, everyone. It's the Emperor Nosh, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Into the Depths anime podcast.
Hello, hello there. My name is Vent, and today we're going to be doing episode 2 on We Explain Some Anime discussions. Whatever you name it, we got it.
Here we got it.
Eventually.
Eventually. But you know what does have it? Apparently, the Spy Family movie that aired over the weekend.
But yeah, I heard it was good. How was it?
It got fifth place in American box office.
Fifth place for an anime movie? That's not bad at all.
Yeah, exactly. It says it brought in 45.8 million around the world, too.
Oh, that's impressive. Well, did you go see it?
Yeah, I actually went and watched it over the weekend. It was like, it's Saturday, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go watch it. And I decided to go watch it. It was a little fun. It was just kind of a adventure, like a family vacation style story, with the basis around, of course, the main premise of Spy Family, the Operation Strix. That's the entirety of the show.
What about the action, comedy?
Obviously, Spy Family is not all action, it's not all comedy. It's a lot more slice of life with a little action and comedy here and there. So that's how the movie played out too. It's nothing different from essentially. It's kind of like just a long anime episode if you think about it.
You recommend it?
The movie, I would say, yeah, if you've been enjoying Spy Family, go ahead and watch it. Um, and obviously I went for the early morning, so I got a cheaper discount on the ticket price because it's always I know I think I saved like $4.
Let me guess. You got that popcorn, huh?
Of course, got popcorn. They also gave me this little postcard with Anya on it. And I'm just like, I like that. It's limited anime merch, man. I love my anime merch, especially the limited kind.
So it just has Anya on it, nothing more?
Yeah, it just kind of has like Anya just reaching out. It's just kind of like a depiction of her from the movie and whatnot.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's something cool to have because I didn't really have any Spy Family stuff, and I didn't plan on really having any. And it's just like, well, simple merch from anime that I've been watching. So,
So, in short, what would you score it?
what would I score it?
In Yes, in the Emperor's opinion.
How about out of 10? I would score it maybe a maybe a seven. Maybe a 7 out of 10.
7, so it wasn't that good.
I mean, it's kind of hard to threshold. Maybe 8. Yeah, I would. It's not a perfect movie in the entire world, obviously, but it's fun. I don't ever consider Spy Family to be my favorite show. That's kind of why I scale it a little back. I enjoy Spy Family, but it's not something that every week that it came out, I didn't necessarily push to go watch it right away like other anime have. So that's how I am with Spy Family. So it's kind of like if you enjoy it, you would enjoy the movie.
Well, excuse me, because I was the one guy who would watch it when the episodes came out, okay?
Yeah, I did kind of uh regret that later. Obviously, when I started catching up on the last season and then started getting into the more of the action stuff, then I got hooked. And then I started binging.
Yeah, I remember me telling you. I do remember me telling you when I was watching the last season that came out and you weren't watching it, and I was telling you that it was good. It started out slow. The end, it was really good. On that vacation thing,
Oh yeah.
it was really good.
It was worth it.
That's when they got the collab too with Street Fighter.
Oh yeah. That was funny.
That was crazy. I wasn't expecting
Yeah, I wasn't absolutely expecting.
that. When I first saw it, I thought it was just like a fan animation that they have put them together. But nope, it was the real thing.
I swear that came out around April Fool's Day, didn't it?
Was it?
I don't know. I don't remember. Um, yeah, I mean, it looked close enough to be a joke, though. So that's kind of where my thought process is on that. But it was wild, right? When do you think Spy Family's gonna collaborate with Fortnite?
Honestly, I wouldn't put it behind. I mean, Fortnite has collaborated with everything,
essentially everything at
Uh,
this point.
they got Naruto now. They got Dragon Ball, Hero Academia.
Jujutsu
What
Kaisen.
else? What else? Jujutsu Kaisen. So I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I mean, there's one thing though. I don't think they will, because that will put Anja with guns, and that would be encouraging little kids to do it.
Yeah, probably. They might put like, Lloyd and Yor, maybe.
And Scruffy,
Yeah.
bro. If they do it, I will buy the dog. Fun.
So moving on to speaking of like another movie, and this pertains to some news I've seen recently. Um, if you remember the show, and I know you didn't watch it, I watched it because it's the popularity at the time. A specific anime by Mappa involving ice skating, Yuri on Ice. I'm sure kind of know what that was, right? Even if you didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it, but I know what it was.
Yes, Yuri on Ice. It was a cool looking show, aka it's because Mappa, obviously Mappa. But they announced way back when this aired, not a little while after this aired. This aired back in 2016. You can see how far ago that was at this point. They announced a movie way back when for Yuri and I, and then recently, after hearing nothing for years, they canceled it. So there is no Yuri on Ice movie now.
Gave a reason why?
No, but there was an interview I think with Mappa at one point where I think they said something along the lines that it didn't make them enough money or something like that about Yuri on Ice. But I don't understand that either, because Yuri on Ice gave Mappa so much popularity at the same time. So I don't know exactly what caused the problem. I just know I saw it trending one day.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch it, but I've even heard about it. I saw so many people liked it and so many fans. Obviously girls
Yeah,
like Yuri and I so much. So now I'm saying that it didn't give them that much. I don't know. That sounds kind of weird. Maybe they're trying to axe projects or something. But Mappa has been busy with all that's going on with them.
they have a lot going on with them, especially after that last Jujutsu Kaisen season.
Mhm. They made incomplete episodes. We got a glimpse of what secret is going on in there in that zombie anime. What was the name?
Psalm 100.
100. That
Yeah.
was. I'm pretty sure that was the animators asking for help secretly.
Yeah, that one got so much delay.
Mm-hmm. How funny it is that they make an anime about being overworked. Isn't there another one coming out or something like that with a girl?
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, about being overworked or something. I don't know
Oh.
if it's by Mappa, but I saw that she was taking care of all the jobs. She was an animator or something like that, or for a game project, and everybody went over to her to ask for help. She was basically doing everything herself.
Oh. No, I have not seen that. That's something you must have seen. Because I have not heard about that. You said it's an anime?
And you're the yeah. Let me see if I can. Crazy, you don't miss anything.
I mean, sometimes I have. The one thing I don't seem to miss are freaking when it comes to isekai anime.
You don't miss idols anime, bro.
I do watch those as well. That is fair. How about we move on to this other topic? So, another thing I saw in my recommended feed for YouTube recently was
Mhm.
this kind of like a radio podcast of sorts with three voice actresses, I should say. And it was called the Sazane radio podcast. And I was just like, huh, why are these specific characters? And it everything tied together after I did some digging, of course. So the voice actresses were the main character for God's Game We Play, of course, which we know. We're currently watching that this season.
Yes, we are.
So we had the main characters, Leolisha, the god.
The god,
Yeah.
god.
The other two anime, I'm not sure if you heard about these. Our Last Crusade the Rise of a New World. sure you heard about that one.
I don't think so.
It aired 4 years ago in 2020. So it's pretty much like a military-esque action fantasy anime with romance as well. I know it covers a lot of ground. It's hard to explain, but it was an interesting show, a lot of action, and everything. Essentially, it's a battle between, I guess, two, like the witches and the human realm of sorts or something like that. But apparently they don't necessarily want to fight. Then that's kind of like the main thing here is they don't necessarily want to fight one another, and that's where the romance aspect actually comes. That just kind of briefly explains that plot and where it leads to and whatnot, and just a lot of different things because obviously it's hard to stop a war between people.
That is true.
So there's the VA for that one was there, and then there's another anime that hasn't came out yet, and they announced the VA for that one, which is called Why Nobody Remembers My World. To give you the synopsis for that one, at a time when the Great War between 5 rival races for supremacy on Earth ended with humanity's victory led by the hero, the world suddenly gets overwritten right before the eyes of the boy named Kai. In this rewritten world, Kai witnesses humanity's defeat in the war as a result of the hero's absence. And now dragons and demons rule the world. Kai has become a forgotten existence to all humanity. So they encounter this MC girl here, mysterious girl, and resolves to essentially break her free from this fate. So it's essentially a world ruled by demons and gods and whatnot. It seems cool in concept. This is action fantasy sci-fi. So where am I going with this? You might add. So all 3 of these anime are by the same exact author. And the author's name is actually Sazane. That's why it's a Sazane radio. And what's also funny about the funny thing about that? So God's Game We Play is playing right now, right?
Yes.
The Last Crusade of Rise of this New World, or whatever that one, aired in 2020, but it's getting a season 2 in July. And the new anime I'm talking about is also airing in July.
So they made it a time frame in there.
3 of their works are all airing in 2024, which is crazy.
It's not something that you hear every day. That not a lot of people get to publish 3 works at the same time.
Yeah, 3 works
So
at the same time.
just looking at the pictures of Why Nobody Remembers My World.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good design. I'm looking at it right now, and I can tell you, it looks well drawn, and protagonist looks really cool. I don't know if he's holding a sword, a gun, or a gun, but that looks cool.
It looks like a really cool sword.
Is it? But he's holding it like it's a gun too.
Maybe it's both. What if it shoots?
I mean, we've seen it before.
Yeah.
A whole sample, Final Fantasy.
But yeah, there is a radio podcast for that. So if anybody's interested, you can see it on the Katakawa YouTube channel. They have it there. Subtitles kind of work. I've watched a little bit here and kind of got a little bit across. That's sometimes. So what are your thoughts? Are you watching? You can watch any of these?
Oh, I from the pictures that I've seen for Nobody Remembers My World, the animation caught my interest, and the synopsis that you said, I'm fairly interested in it. For My Crusader, I don't know. It seems like a romance anime, so I'd have to think about that one. Or if I'm bored or need something to watch, I'll probably give it a watch.
Seems I gave it a 6 out of 10. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did I not like it as much as I thought? I'm still gonna watch the season 2 because I remember liking it somewhat. I think I didn't want to give it too high. But yeah, we've been enjoying God's Game Play. So.
That 3rd episode, bro.
Oh, yeah, how about we discuss the episodes? How about that? Yeah, I think that's a perfect segue.
Why didn't you tell me what you thought about this episode of what happened?
The recent episode? Okay. Well, okay. Just a warning here. There are going to probably be spoilers here. We are reviewing, we're discussing, we're giving our thoughts, we're giving our theories. That's kind of how this goes. So,
Right. Disclaimer:
yep.
if you have not watched the latest episode, pause the video, go watch it, and then come back to this video and tell us what you think about what happened on that episode. We will be discussing it right now.
And we are 4 episodes deep. And the gang in episode 4 is obviously fighting a creature, a god that has not been defeated before. I think that's correct, right? Nobody's ever
Yes,
defeated. Ouroboros?
undefeated. Hmm.
Yeah, which is a crazy game because it's in the sky essentially and on top of Ouroboros. So very wild game.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
I wasn't expecting the route that this was gonna take. In my mind, I definitely saw something else happening. But the whole thing about this is they gotta defeat an undefeatable person. This not a person. This god has never tasted defeat yet. There were so many apostles. If they lost, they were just gonna get revoked. And like I wasn't expecting the whales to eat the apostles. You know,
Oh yeah.
that caught me off guard. Well, I am noticing a pattern here. Every God's game, though, they have a hidden rule, as we can see from the first game and the second game, where the was destroying the buildings.
Yeah.
So every game has a hidden rule that you need to activate so you can win the game. However, they don't tell you, the helpers of the god. They never tell you what the hidden rule is. So. Mhm.
Speaking of the helper this time around, they were actually pretty hilarious. They're just like, well, I guess I don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, he was adorable, man. Come on, he was he was so tired of watching people lose that he was crying.
And then he's just like, oh right, I forgot there's a hidden rule.
Yeah, because people usually lose by then, so he never gets to explain. He said that.
I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah, he said that people lose so quick that he never gets to explain. So that's why he forgot. There's two hidden rules.
I didn't think about that. That makes sense. That's the reason for that. But obviously, you knew the MVP of this episode was gonna be the person that is downgrading themselves because of what happened past games with their team, right?
Mhm.
AKA this girl with special skills to, make portals and teleport us.
I have a question. And protagonists even lose a game? We saw we saw on the second game he basically lost and just came back. His ability is like what, undying?
Yeah, he's essentially immortal with his skill.
Yeah, so he can never lose.
But isn't there a time limit, don't you think, to that?
There wasn't a time limit on the dragon one.
I just mean like maybe there's a long time limit, but like you couldn't if somebody were to wear it out, aka like wait a certain amount of time in a game, because sometimes games don't have time limits. Just like this game, for example. Wouldn't you think
Mhm.
that maybe there is some limit to that? Or some kind of weakness to it, aka like there's a penalty. Kind of like maybe you're extremely tired, maybe you get hungry. There has to be some kind of weakness, right?
It could be because I don't think he would be able to keep spawning it unless they want to do it that way, but first game remind me of No Game No Life, and as you know, I love that anime. No Game No Life is my favorite.
Oh, you mean the whole card game back and forth to ask questions to each other?
Oh, not that one. The next one after that. That you
The one you have to what?
had had to capture the people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That was basically. Mhm.
yeah, these were all very interesting and different, like unique games, I would say, that I've seen. Wouldn't you say?
So
Unique.
far, I'm liking it. I'm gonna keep watching it. Hopefully, how many episodes is it?
It's gonna be 13 episodes, so it's nothing.
13. Hopefully, it leads up to a big finale that keeps people wanting more. Cause I like it. I'm not gonna lie. Anything that's like game related like that, death games, I like it.
I feel like we are going to get to the point where they will get to the wishes by the end of this, just considering how they set up the main character at the beginning and how many wins he's already achieved. It's highly likely by the end.
How many? He had five, right?
I think so.
Or four, something like that. But now He's won three. So
Yeah, so he's gonna probably get to that point by the end.
I wish something stupid like I want more games.
I want more game. No, he wants to find that the person that taught him games when he was
The
which
Dragon God is right in front of him.
the problem is things aren't tying together for him because she says she was in an iceberg, and covered in ice, and it's just
He
like,
could be lying though, because she disappeared. She said that she was gonna go away on his memory. After
yeah.
that, he never saw her, so she could be lying.
Well, maybe she was, the cryo, thing where you freeze yourself like later. Some weirdness.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to keep watching just to find out how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else do you got in stock?
Well, if you remember, I know you didn't watch episode 2 of it yet of Kaiju number 8, but we can still discuss based off of it.
I did.
Oh, you did watch episode 2. Wait,
Yes, I did.
did you see the opening and ending for this?
Kind of like the opening. I'm not gonna lie.
It's weird. There's actually a lot of people that don't like the opening. I'm just like, surprisingly, and I'm not a big fan of CGI either. That CGI was interesting, an interesting use of CGI.
I mean, I meant the music that I liked.
You didn't like you like the CGI that was in the opening as well? I kind
Being
of.
honest, I didn't put as much attention because I was jamming to the music.
Yeah, well, we'll get your opinion on that on the next one. Yeah, that was Young Blood featuring Imagine Dragons for the opening.
That's why I liked it. I told you.
And the ending was One Republic, which is just like, wow, you remember Counting Stars?
I have a few songs from them.
Yeah. And also thing to note, because I saw an interview with the singer from One Republic. He was in Japan while he wrote the song. Yeah. And I
So
think he actually read the manga for Kaiju number 8 too. Don't push me on that, but I think he said that.
he wrote the manga.
No, he read the manga.
Oh, okay, okay, might be. Never know. People become fans.
I know a lot of people are saying like even the ending is not very fitting. And I'm just like, I think it is, because if you look at the ending, it's just kind of like it's flashes of like images and stuff on the computer of the group just having a good time and doing things, and pictures of kaijus and whatnot. I think it's pretty fitting.
But people are always gonna talk and complain about something because
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not to their liking. So, hey, to each their own. We're out here giving our own opinions too. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, into the show part. What did you think about these first 2 episodes?
it's good. That ending of the first episode did catch you off guard, but by the second episode, it's not as serious. They turn it sort of into jokish. So I had fun watching it. Actually, it was pretty funny.
Can't blame the old man at
Because
the end of episode 1.
he died.
The old man did.
I thought he died, bro. I thought he had a heart attack. Didn't you see? Didn't you see?
Yeah, he might actually have, now
Didn't,
that I think about it. You're right.
bro? When
At the beginning of episode 2.
Yeah, when he said smile, and the kaiju smiled,
Yeah.
the old man fell down, and you see like a little ghost. I thought he died. I don't know. Maybe he's alive. To me, I thought his soul left.
It might actually have. Even though it was jokingly, he might have.
So might have left his body. He was a no. Oh no, he's alive.
He is.
He comes out in the news
Oh,
later.
okay.
That's what they say in the news when they're talking about the kaiju that escaped.
Yeah.
Um, that's how you know that the old man is like 100 years old because
Okay.
when they put him on the TV, he's talking and he says 100 years old.
Yeah, the main point you get from episode 2 though is he has trouble controlling this form. And it's just like, wonder how this is gonna play out. Is he gonna be able to control the form, or is this something he's gonna have to deal with going forward?
Well, I mean, wouldn't you have trouble controlling your form if you just suddenly turn into a monster, a
Yeah.
strong monster?
Speaking of that, that little kaiju that went into his body is very interesting. 'Cause it
We need more
spoke.
information.
It spoke.
Yep.
It's just like
Hmm.
none of the other kaiju spoke.
Maybe they don't want to speak. Maybe they can speak and they don't want to speak.
They don't want to talk to us. I don't want to talk to the government.
Why would you talk to your food? Because that's what they are to the Kaijus. They're food. So why would you talk to your food when you're just gonna eat it? You know. Now that one, that little one said, "I found you," and went and got eaten himself. So I don't know.
I mean, at least
It was a suicide one
I mean, at least he kind of got across now that not all kaiju's are actually bad.
from that little girl.
Yeah, from the little girl.
But you do. It's
You do what?
by the end. By the end of the episode, you find that blonde girl, and
Yeah.
she says, "You smell like Kaiju." So I was like, "Oh no!" I thought he was
Oh,
gonna transform at some point because she was getting him mad.
he threw his vehicle, man. It was just parked.
The company vehicle.
Yeah, what the heck, man? That thing's gonna take a lot to repair.
That's crazy how she grabbed it and threw it, and then she's like, "I kill kaiju's for fun, and you smell like kaiju." I'm like, "This is where the episode ends." I'm pretty sure it's gonna end on a cliffhanger.
And we both know she's
So,
part of their team. We both know.
she
I think she is. It's kind of whenever characters are introduced like this, they tend to end up part of your team. Like I think she's gonna end up being teamed up with these two.
I I don't think so. I think he'll be team up with the one riding the bike with pink hair.
Oh, you think so on that?
She That girl might go to his friend's unit.
You think our boy Kafka is gonna be kind of like a lead of a team?
No way. He's
No
not
way.
gonna be the lead.
You don't think so?
He does. I don't think so.
I think he makes a good leader though. If you remember how he was handling the cleaning process, right? He was able to lead people around. I think he would make a good leader.
No, he wasn't. He was just he got sent to clean the inner intestines
I mean, that's
or the butt.
disgusting. Oh Jesus, that was disgusting. Holy heck.
He wasn't leading nobody. He was just with there suffering by himself.
Poor guy.
Well, he did lead somebody. He has his little student now.
I mean, I feel like he'd become a good leader.
Maybe a few more episodes in, but I don't think right off the bat he'll be leader. Once oh, I was gonna say once he gets some recognition, um maybe he can start using his powers on his own body instead of turning into the Caillou. That's when he starts getting recognition. So I'd say that's when he may get a leader role, but until then, I don't think so.
I mean, do you think there's meaning to the title Kaiju number 8? I mean, like maybe it's like the 8th squad or something?
They explained it already.
Did they? I didn't catch that.
Mhm.
What was the explanation?
He is the number 8 Caillou, the strong number 8 Caillou to appear,
Oh,
and the only one so far that got away um, from the division or whatever they are called. So they did say on the news that he was the
okay.
number 8, but I don't know if they're counting small ones, big ones, or what. It's just they're counting him because he infiltrated the city basically, and nobody knew where he was. So and nobody knows where he's at.
It's weird that they would call him a kaiju when he's smaller in comparison to what an actual kaiju is.
Well, they're going off on witnesses and people.
Yeah,
Apparently, all monsters there are Kaijus. So that little thing that went into his mouth, that's a Kaiju too.
I know it's weird because when you think kaijus, you think like Godzilla size.
Yeah. So I understand that, but at the same time, they're calling everything that's not human a Kaiju
Yeah,
or a tiger. Yeah, the one tiger that's there, the only one we've seen so far.
right. Yeah, the white tiger. That thing's shredded kaiju. Heck.
Mm-hmm. Wrong too.
All right, moving on from kaiju number 8. There is a certain anime that did come back. I know you watched both of those episodes that were running out. You know, our boy Kazuma is back.
Yay, Asuma!
The whole gang, Darkness, Megumin, Kazuma, Aqua, entire gang
My
is back.
boy's gonna be a king.
Steel.
Oh, Steel. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So, but my boy's gonna be a king because by the end of that second episode, you know what happened, right?
he got kidnapped,
The princess took him.
which is ironic because a kid kidnapped him.
Adult napped.
Adult nap. Yeah, you're coming with me.
They don't have anybody on his party to bring him back.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck. He's over there. I want to go back to the episode before that though, real quick. To
Hmm?
to the freaking monster in the forest.
Monster in the forest.
Yeah, do you remember the one that was playing it up that they were banned to jump and need help?
Ah, yeah. The girl, the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
This is a monster. Yeah. It was like this is a monster that makes you lose your, what's the word for it? Lose your how you would say,
Yeah, catches you off guard.
yeah,
Drop your guard.
drop your guard. That's the word I was trying to look for. Drop your guard.
And funny enough, Asuma knew it, and he sees her like, ah, these people are stupid. Next time I'm gonna eat them, and I think he killed her, right?
Yeah. That's how we got the hammer.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then it got stolen. Well, it was revenge though, because he kept stealing her panties.
Ah, true. But he could have stole it back. He just didn't want it to.
He just didn't
He
realize.
didn't know it was her. He
Yeah,
didn't know. Yeah.
he was too quick. He is a thief.
Hmm.
Also, we already know she's not just a thief either.
Yep. But Asuma is not a thief, but it's a thief with luck.
Thief with luck, huh?
Yeah, if we learned anything from Isekai Quartet, for those of you who don't know what Isekai Quartet is, it's an anime that was it Kadokawa.
Yes, it's
Some
Katakawa.
Kadokawa made an anime including Zero, um
Overlord,
Overlord. Yes, sorry, I run into a blank.
Anya,
Um Anya of Evil and Kazuma from Konosuba.
and
So
Shield
all
Hero.
these four. Oh yeah, well,
They added Shield
he's not
Hero.
there a lot, but he is there. Yeah, so they mixed all these animes. It's chibi form, and in one episode, you see Kazuma saying that the only good attribute that he has it's luck. So that's why whenever he steals, he always get lucky.
Yeah,
Kazuma's now that I think about it, Kazuma has never returned with an empty hand when he does that.
true. It's always something.
Yes, but think about it. It's always something that he wants.
I mean, and that's probably where, because I remember he stole the sword from the hero guy, right? And that's
Yes.
probably because he wouldn't want to steal his underwear.
Yeah, at that point, he wanted the sword. He didn't want anything else.
Yeah.
But Kazuma, being the person he is, he would instead of see if he's fighting with a girl, instead of taking anything from the girl. He will take her underwear, which will render the girl like not wanting to fight, and then he gets a treasure.
Yeah,
That's how he is.
absolutely.
He's lucky. He says on there that his lucky trait is very high.
Yes.
And in that episode where they're fighting the iron, the spider thing, their world,
Yep.
he uses steel to steal one of the boats from the robot, and he gets the boat because he wanted the boat. No.
Yeah, I guess that just comes with the luck stat then. Yeah, I guess that's where it goes in.
Mhm.
Um, we should probably move on from Conan. You're caught up on Mushoku, right?
Yeah, I'm caught up so far. I think I'm caught up with everything.
Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, I'm so far caught up with everything.
Mushoku Tensei has been quite a phenomenal anime throughout, I would say. Covering like a lot of the ground that, normal isekai wouldn't, especially in this latest episode. If you watched it, so
Yeah,
you know, and it's the idea of, hey, a person is trying to get back to their world and suddenly realizes there's something blocking their way, and they start to essentially lose their mind.
mhm. That was exhaustion too. That got her.
Yeah, I mean it was probably a mix of the exhaustion and then a failure happening.
Men- Mental drain, failure after failure, because she said that she kept failing.
Yeah. And I think that's something that hasn't really been covered in other isekai. If you look at other isekai, you'd see they just get used to being in the world, right?
I think, yeah, so far, yeah, that's true. You don't see that they say, "Oh, I want to return to my old world," but you don't see them offering a mental break. Like even in ReZero, you don't see Subaru wants to go back to his old world. He just got used to living there. Um, in wrong way to use healing, he got used to being there.
It makes it feel very real.
That's a good point that to put out there.
Yeah. And that's why I thought it was a phenomenal episode. Yeah, they all stayed in, one spot, nothing really. We already know that things are going to head in some more action oriented routes later. It's just right now we're getting, marriage down, we're getting everything in place here.
He's getting his two sisters.
Oh yeah, and they showed up at the end of it.
What? Wait, what? Did I miss that?
Oh, after credit scene, you probably skipped it.
You already know I don't stay for after
God
credits.
damn it, man! You need to check for after credit. You miss the good stuff sometimes. Sometimes
You
there's
already know that if you don't tell me there's an after credit scene, you already know that I'm leaving after the episode ends. So they show up.
you don't even stay at the movie theater when the after credits come in.
No, unless it's a Marvel movie.
Okay. Yeah, they showed up it's
The
just
Marvel-
slightly though, like they just slightly kind of show up at the end, but and then it ends there.
Well, it's just the sisters, right? So what I'm trying to find out is,
The thing is, there is somebody else that shows up.
yeah, I was about to ask you, who is it? Because I wanted to know who it was. I'm guessing. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm guessing it's Richard.
It is Ruijerd, actually. Yes,
I knew it.
it is. It
I
is
knew it
actually.
because the dad said, "Oh, it's a person that you know very well, and he's gonna help them." And I'm like, there's no other guy that he knows very well other than Rui Jerd. Like, there's nobody else.
Yeah,
So he's the one that shows up.
yeah, absolutely. It's perfect. It's like, yay, reunion time, right?
And so now he's missing the red haired girl.
The problem is, if she showed up, it'd be kind of awkward.
Look, I don't think so. You know our boy.
I
You know Rudy. You know what he's gonna do.
Well, I mean, it'd be kind of awkward because she's the one that caused that kind of condition for him. Technically, if you think about it, and he
He
just kind of
was.
got a. Well, I mean, she left, right? It's not. it wasn't necessarily her fault. It was just his condition came about from her, suddenly up and left him, remember?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah. It was an indirect cause, essentially.
Remember what the elf said to Rudy? If you want to have a mistress for a baby, you can.
Yeah, that's
Rudy said, Rudy said, I don't care much about babies. I just want to have something to show our love.
yeah.
And hmm, what do you think?
That she's okay with more wives.
Probably will.
Yeah. So I guess it's probably gonna happen on that one. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be
But
fun.
yeah, it was a fairly good episode. They explained a lot, so now you saw for the first time these people they didn't used to be together, like Silent and the others. They didn't used to talk, but now they do.
Yeah, she's coming
I'm
at
surprised.
prize what?
I'm still surprised that blonde chick is still with that one guy.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like a good feeling, kind of wholesome.
It is. I want to know what happened there because she was a very active person. Not saying anything out there, but she was a very active person, and she's quieted down. She's not. She hasn't been shown doing that.
Maybe this is what she needed. She needed this person that wanted to, love them and support them and try to help them get rid of this curse.
Well, true, it could be that she needed love instead of people desiring her for her body, because it was usually she would approach them looking for something. Nobody approached her because they loved her. This one did.
Another reason for that, when she started to kind of break down after after she realizes that she's her grandma, right?
Mhm.
And that's because she was worried that Rudius would, up and leave her because, this grandma is what she would call, a person that's gotten around with a bunch of different guys, right?
Mhm.
So I think that's probably
But
where she was afraid of.
at the same time, I don't think Rudy cares. Rudy knew
Oh, he
her
doesn't care, obviously.
before. He doesn't care, bro. Rudy would be her if he had the chance, bro.
Even jokingly was just like, well, sorry, I guess you're gonna be related to Paul after all.
Yeah, yeah. Just look at Paul, bro. Paul has changed a lot. We gotta give him that.
Oh yeah. After they had their whole
Hmm.
moment together, which definitely made things
Hmm.
better between the two.
Yeah, Paul went from here to, I don't know, a mad dad or something, and now that like after they had that little moment
Yeah.
where each of them were like, "Oh, well, you've been out playing and journeying. I've been out here trying to save your family." After that moment, I think they needed that, honestly,
Yeah, absolutely.
because it wasn't easy for any of them, though.
No, everybody was suffering from that entire incident.
Hmm. Hmm. But this last episode, it covered a lot of ground, on the sense that we go ahead.
I would say Mushoku is probably in my top list of it at this point.
It's rated as one of the top ones right now, though.
I just mean in my top favorites, I would say Mushoku's probably landed up there just because of what this anime's become.
Hmm. So it is an isekai, but it's not like your normal type of isekai. For some reason, it changed the outlook of, I don't know. It didn't go where typically all the other isekai goes. You know,
Yeah, they cover just a lot more things that again typical isekais don't cover.
I liked it. I liked it.
But anyway, maybe it's time to move on to another anime. And one that we've been really actively talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
Which is
What?
which is
Which is Go Go Loser Ranger.
yes, yes. I love this anime. For those out there hearing, You haven't watched this anime yet, go watch it. Go watch it right now. It's Power Rangers. They're the bad guys. What more can you want?
And we
Right.
are officially 3 episodes deep into the show,
Mhm.
and it feels like a lot has happened in 3 episodes.
Talk to me about the show. What happened on this last episode?
This last episode. Well, the last episode we have kind of like a partnership between this girl in yellow and D, Fighter D is what he's kind of named, right? Fighter D. And
Better D.
and they're kind of working together to steal the relic, the divine relic from Red,
Ooh, who's Relic?
from Ranger Red, essentially the divine
Mm,
Dragon Keeper Red, trying to steal his
we go.
relic, which apparently lets them transform, right?
Mm, I think so, and it also kills the Undying.
Yeah, it not only is a powerful thing to kill immortal creatures, but I think it also lets them transform. So if it's stolen, it can no longer transform.
Not true. Red transformed when D took it. He was transformed.
Yeah, but
You didn't notice that?
the thing is, though, he was already transformed because he used the relic. He didn't take the relic, but you
Mm,
have to use the relic to transform. That's what I've been kind of getting at, and I might be wrong. We'll find out in the coming episodes. If he can't transform, then we know for sure that's confirmed. But from what it sounds like is they need this item to transform. Because that's kind of the thing he played around with when he was walking through there is he needed to see the relic to transform with. And that's kind of
mhm.
where the idea is. And the reason is because he was already transformed already. So he transformed back and tried to go get his relic. It fades away. So the relic's gone now.
So
It's been
here's
taken.
here's my here's my point of view.
Yeah.
Not only does it help them transform, right?
Yeah.
But my point of view was that it made them stronger, gives them the powers that they currently have, gives them the ability to fight.
Yeah.
Because notice this, Red saw that D had his relic. Now answer me this: did Red attack at any point?
Red did not attack because he didn't have his relic.
Correct. He could have, if he was so strong, like he claims, he's the leader of the Dragon Keepers. Why didn't he attack? And he proposed another thing, or he proposed Blue to attack instead of him.
That is a definitely possibility. Yes. That's a different possibility.
Because Red loves to be on the spotlight. And why would you not take the spotlight when somebody's stealing your relic? Would you
Instead
have somebody else?
instead told Blue to do it.
Yep. And
He
Blue gladly did it, but he attacked with his own relic. You know. So
yeah.
I'm guessing that their relic gives them the ability to fight and transform, because at any point at all, Red did not attack. At least I don't remember him doing it.
Mm, no, he didn't actually attack. He kind of just wasted time until the rest of his squad came in. Kind of had a
He needed
conversation.
help. He needed help
Did help.
to
Yeah.
fight a fighter D.
So essentially, this plan could work. If all their relics are stolen, they lose their power.
A new entity is born. I'm guessing,
Yeah.
like the Dragon Sword from.
I was actually
Um,
thinking that I don't know why, but I just thought because he had the weapon, I'm just like, what if he uses it to transform? What if Fighter D did?
yes,
He didn't,
yeah, I was thinking that too.
but he didn't do it. I'm just like, why not?
He doesn't know how to do it. Nobody taught him how to use the relic. So he didn't. They don't know, and the girl didn't ever say anything. Which I wanted him to use it to transform or something. Some
He's
recognition out there.
he's suspicious too. What is she gonna do when she has all these relics?
I said a new entity like the Dragon Sword or some shit like that. Thing like that. Sorry.
gonna
Sorry.
fuse together all the divine relics together.
Probably, you never know. Like Power Rangers did it. Why not make an ultimate weapon?
Oh yeah, and the other thing I actually didn't mention is the red haired dude actually realized he was less stupid than I expected.
Yes. I wasn't expecting that he was gonna know. I for sure that yellow girl. I for sure knew or had an instinct that she was gonna find out because of how she kept looking at him, and she
Yeah.
gives off Makima vibes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she gives off Makima vibes.
Yeah, she kind of gives
But
off those scheming in the corner kind of vibes.
mm,
You
but
know?
the dude with the red hair, I was not expecting him to know that he was um, a fighter D.
Yeah. He's like, well, was that one of your friends? And it's like, yeah, I mean, you need to stop your wickedness. Like, I heard you guys conversation. It's like, okay, and that makes sense.
He wanted like he wasn't bad though. He wanted fighter D to join him too. Oh, he
Yeah.
wanted prosperity together, which puts me on a thinking right now. Did we actually lose our boy?
That's the question. And I actually have a theory on that is technically his entire body wasn't eviscerated, but then again, Fighter F, when even if his entire body wasn't eviscerated, his arm was fading away too. So it's kind of hard
Hmm.
to tell. It's just at the end we saw that relic that was, technically his arm fading away. That was
Hmm.
like it's either there could be one of two things. It's either he's actually gone, or it faded off into another safer spot and he's probably maybe in a weaker state, or he's like not fully together because he lost most of his body. Just those are two possibilities.
Here's the thing, though. They show you before that if a fighter gets hit by one of the relics,
Yeah.
they die. So, and he got hit by Blue's relic. So, and that yellow girl, she says, "Oh, he died." She ended up with the relic. How? I don't know.
The problem is though, the thing is with F though, his entire body was together when he was hit though. With D, a part of his body was separate. So maybe the relic would only hit the one that's fully intact, right? So maybe the part that was still lodged off his arm wouldn't be affected by it, right?
I'm
It,
not sure about that.
it's a
If you,
theory.
if yeah, it's a theory, but think about it this way:
Yeah.
you get shot in the heart and you're missing, and they cut a arm, you're still dying. Doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, and I guess next episode we'll find out if he's actually dead or
Yeah, they end on that cliffhanger. I hated that, but the episode was very good. It was very very good. I was not expecting. I thought that Fighter D was gonna be weak. I never expected him to use the dynamite as a threat.
that was wild.
Actually killed. He actually killed the second coming of Red.
Yeah, that was actually wild. He actually killed someone.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. In my head, I thought Fighter D was weak. He just wanted to get strong and all that, but he actually killed the guy. Oh, they don't show it. They just say that he did.
Well, I mean, you can see he was freaking hitting a pipe over there.
Hmm. And then at the end, it shows that he died. That caught me off guard. You know.
Yeah, I mean, using the dynamite was perfect use. Just like, hey, I'll use this, and then faked him out and just hit him with the pipe.
Yeah, because he wouldn't die. He can explode and just come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Could have done it though. I'm looking forward for the next episode. I'll definitely watch it and comment about it.
I mean, nothing really substantial happened too much on the other anime. Um, I know we're hitting the time limit soon. But we can kind of briefly talk about Moonlit Fantasy. I feel like that was something that really substantial happened. Because Slime's not quite in the substantial happening. Probably another week we'll have more to discuss on for sure. But in Moonlit Fantasy, what we've kind of discussed was what happened within the last 2 episodes, right?
Yeah, that he wanted to trade with the demons and all that.
Of course, this last episode might change his mind on that too, which I didn't expect. This whole back and forth, it's kind of hard. Everybody is not trustworthy. Nobody, no humans, no demons. Nobody's trustworthy.
Yeah, he asked the demon for help, and she just activated a demon to come fight. Like, didn't help at all. She made things worse. And she was saying something like, "If you wanna have contact with the demons, you better sit this one out." And you know for sure he won't. 'Cause now he feels that he got betrayed by her.
I mean, unfortunately, just like his, you know, kind of one of his friends said, essentially, he didn't lie because technically this
Or
plan was
she
in motion. Plan was already in motion before they even talked it out. If he's in the flashback, right?
hmm
Just because she gave that to him way back when, before they even Makoto and her met up.
Yeah, she gave the accessory to him before they had even talked. So
Yeah, so kind of on that line. And I know we're expecting next episode's going to be kind of a crazy action filled, probably at this point.
I'm guessing that he's gonna step in to fight that demon or whatever comes.
But
That dude might be done.
I don't think his students are going to be able to handle something like this, so he's going to have to step
And then that might change people's views about him, because if he steps in and saves the townspeople from it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's a hero. He wasn't actually talking with the demons." Or it could be like, "Oh, he just put on a show. He talked with demons, so they would come attack." It could go both ways. hmm it's been pretty good. I'm liking the show every week.
We're surprisingly almost done with it, though.
Oh, I don't want it to be done.
We're at 16 out of 25 episodes. We're not too many left. I know 9 weeks seems like a lot, but it's not. I
Goes fast, faster than what you think.
mean, considering most of these anime are already, like, some of these anime I'm watching are already at like halfway point already. And I know it's because some of them started early. And the funny thing is, we still haven't gotten Demon Slayer and freaking what's the other one? My Hero Academia yet. They don't come out till May, and we're already like they're gonna be going into the next season, summer season for sure.
hmm
I
But
don't know.
that's coming up quick though. We only have like a few more days.
Yeah, I think one's coming early May and the other one's coming later May. So yeah,
Are
there's
you looking forward to any of them?
I'm watching both. Yeah, I especially My Hero. I'm because it's been very chaotic where My Hero has been. It's not just we can't just have them go to school anymore. There's too many things are happening.
Hmm. Oh boy, only you knew.
Only I knew. Oh, are you saying you've been reading it? Is that why?
Read it, yes.
Okay. And we're getting the Hashira training arc for Demon Slayer, which I'm not
Read
sure.
that one too.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be good? You think so?
The next, well, I can say the next arc. It's supposed to be the Hashira training arc, and it's when some you get more backstory from a few more people.
Okay.
Um, I think it's good, especially my boy Zenitsu. He, he should get an arc in this one.
Oh yeah, we have. It was an entire arc without him, huh?
Yeah, because they don't show up because Tanjiro had to go to the Sword Village, so
Yeah,
not everybody can go to the Sword Village.
that's true.
So and
Wait, he was there slightly for a moment, and that's because they flashed to where he was currently at one point.
hmm,
At one point in the anime, they flashed to where he was at the moment, and they briefly gave him just threw him into the episode for a second. Even though it was outside of the Sword Village, or when they flashed to where he was, which was funny because he was not in
hmm.
the show. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what those two will have to offer us. So I think at this point, wow, it's already been an hour of discussing.
They're having so much fun. Time flies.
So I would say, thank you guys all for watching episode 2 of the Into the Depths anime podcast.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and leave a comment on the section below. Let us know if you like the episode. Let us know what you think of the episode or any anime. If you think our boy Nash here should watch a specific anime, haven't finished a specific one that he never said that he did. Like, was it Neverland?
Dead
Promised
Man
Land?
Wonderland.
Ah,
People are gonna have something to say about Promise Neverland because they only like it season 1 and season 2 was apparently bad according to people.
that's what I've heard too. So that's why I haven't watched it. But if you want us to talk about a specific anime, just let us know. Write it in the comments below. We'll read it. We'll see it. We'll talk about it. Just let us know, what do you want to hear. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. You guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Just always keep your head up. Right, boy?
We'll see you guys next time.